everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Jets going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a play fake here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down following the run. Back to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he is level. Knocked down hard. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play clock winding down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Landon. Graham. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at about the 28. Muscling free near the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go now. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The give is to Bell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll go again with Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Here's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 60 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Daniel McCullers coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown dances by him. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll set up to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
These two. Stop. Go. Go. 180.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Time running out here on the play clock. Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Here's West. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, it's West again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there. Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3. And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down. And now out come the Steelers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right. Throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A Steeler 1st down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Now Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down. They'll run with Davis down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Spinning away. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a toss. This is West. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. This is West. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day. tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Brandon Graham with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin here with a run by Wentz. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again here with Wentz. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's go. Boom,
Back to throw. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with West. Room here to run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it with West. Fighting his way through contact. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the toss, there goes West. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Charkandrick West, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Steelers, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For Charles.